This ad is supposed to remind you of hackers and shows about hackers. Listen to Left-Handed Radio.
Thanks, Brett. We're here at the Susan Laundromat in Greenpoint on Driggs, and I'm here with a really funny comedian, the host of shows like Future Forms, Throne Watches, and Cartoon Monsoon, which has been all over the place. You've seen her on Difficult People. You've heard her on The Best Show. It's America's sweetheart, Mary Houlihan.
Hello.
How's it going, Mary?
Incredible.
Thank you for meeting me at your local laundromat.
Of course. Well, thank you for making this log.
Yeah. Well, I love to see different laundromats, and I think that's all part of the process of doing this was kind of an excuse for me to go and look around at all these different places.
For sure. How do you like Susan so far?
Susan's is pretty good. I would say the seating is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a big problem because a lot of people are just in and out. I like to sit at the laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
I like to let the experience inform my day and not just, be distracted by a million different things,
For sure. Do you want to know my favorite part about the seating?
Please.
It's a tall counter and not chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And no one scolds you for sitting on it.
Yeah, and it's durable. I don't feel like this is gonna break or I'm gonna slide off or anything.
Nope.
Yeah, this is this could be a bomb shelter.
Yeah. And it is.
It is?
Yeah. Well, it was.
Okay.
Well, still is.
Yeah, we're close to the water. Anything could happen.
People love bombing water. It's sad.
Mm-hmm. The boats. Mary, what's your relationship with laundry? Do you
I
love
like
it, hate
doing it. Or I have to come clean. No pun intended.
Uh-huh.
I have a dust mite allergy, and I have to wash my laundry very regularly. Otherwise, I get itchy. So personally, I really like doing laundry because I hate being itchy, and I don't have to do it like all the time. I just mean, I had sheets on for more than a week. No thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you make the trek? Do you carry it down here to Susan's, or do you do a pickup or drop off or?
So I used to carry it, and that was getting to be too much.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went to a hardware store and said, "Do you guys have something to wheel my laundry?" And
Yes.
So
yes.
as you can see,
Here it comes.
I was thinking they're going to give me a cart, right?
Uh-huh.
No. So they have this thing. It's like you unfold it, and it's like wheels, and then it has like these little like bungee cords. So it's like lightweight, and I put my big bundle of laundry on top, and then strap it in, and then it's like a wheelbarrow without the big bucket part.
Okay.
Pretty cool, right?
I think that's great.
Thank
I
you.
would love to see it.
It's so easy to walk around with.
Would you mind after we record if you ran to your place and kind of brought it down and let me have a little
Of course.
time with it? You can do what you need to do.
For sure. Another thing that's really cool about Susan's Laundromat is Crema is next door. That's the cafe that Dewey works at. So while my clothes are in the wash, I go hang out with Dewey for a
Is
bit.
our friend Dewey Lovett.
Yeah.
Very funny, very nice.
Great barista as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't a show about cafes.
Could be.
I think I was making the point earlier that I think people are quick to rush out of the laundromat and don't take the time to sit and appreciate it.
It's true. And that's what's so great about coffee houses is that it's not just a place to drink coffee. You can do your homework. You can work on a screenplay, a novel. You could IM your friends. Like you can do any kind of laptop stuff.
Yeah,
there.
and the same can be said with laundromats. Like this place, there's the counter. You could sort of lean to one side and work. You could kind of walk around and do stuff on your phone.
Yeah, but there's like one outlet here. There's literally tens of outlets at Crema.
Well, you got to come prepared. You don't go to the laundromat without soap.
Okay. So anyways, yeah, Susan's is pretty great, right?
Yeah, I really like it. So we're going to go into our first segment. First, before we continue, as you see here on the counter, I've placed a bottle of Tide. And at any point during the conversation, all you need to do is spin this bottle around.
Okay.
And you can literally turn the tide of the conversation.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Some people are not so enthusiastic about it.
I love it.
So we're going to jump right into things.
Okay.
So here's the first segment. It's, when's the first time you ever pooped your pants?
Oh my God. Wait, the first in my life.
Hold for the bumper, please.
Oh, for sure.
Hold for bumper. Sorry, just housekeeping. So tell us about pooping your pants.
The first time ever?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. I was 0 years old.
Oh, okay. As an adult, was that when it's a laundry emergency for real?
You know, luckily it's never happened on the go.
Mm-hmm.
It's when it has happened, it's I'm at home and sick. Oh, I hate talking about this.
Well, you could turn the tide at any point.
Oh, spin it?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna do it now.
Yeah. Should
Okay.
I? No.
Do it. I don't want to talk you out of it. What time are we at? We got 6 minutes in. We'd like to time this out so that it lasts the length of a
load.
A load, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you turning the tide effectively kind of ruins the plans.
I guess I would say it enhances the plans, but it's whatever.
Okay, we'll go to our backup topic. It's called "What's Your Turge?"
Okay.
Can you, when I say something like it's leading into a segment, just pause, and then we're gonna have the bumper.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
Mary, what's your turge?
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Why?
They're
That's
so
first off
easy.
very metropolitan of you.
Thank you. I like them because, honey, my laundry bag is heavy enough as it is. I'm not trying to carry around a heavy thing of liquid detergent. I'm not trying to carry around powder that's going to spill everywhere. Sorry, but that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Tide Pods, I can just take a few. I can take the amount that I need. I put them in a little Ziploc in case anything happens.
Yes.
And it's just that easy.
Do you like to get fucked up?
No.
If you ever wanted to, what I like to do is I like to take the Tide Pod and I just like to lick it until I kind of break the temporary barrier.
Yeah.
And I don't obviously eat the whole thing because I would die. But
How much do you eat?
I'll eat with the Tide Pod. I'll eat like the blue.
Okay. Oh, smart. And with liquid?
I never tried it.
Oh.
I think I just kind of like the. It's kind of like doing like acid and sort of
really?
let it sit on your tongue for a while.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's the high like?
It's like a really bad headache.
Okay.
It's like really intense, and it's kind of like when you do a cleanse, like a juice cleanse.
Oh, for sure.
I like to think that it's cleaning out my brain.
Okay.
It could just be I'm making a connection with the actual what Tide does.
Cleans.
Yeah, but
Guilty.
I always feel better afterwards.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel better, then you should do it.
Yeah, you should do it too.
Mm-hmm. I don't think about it. I hate headaches. So,
Well, I think it'd be fun.
okay.
You should do it.
I will.
Don't be a loser. Our next segment's called The Spin Doctors.
Cool.
You held for bumper there. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
So this show has a growing fan base
Mm-hmm.
all across the world, actually. We've got some international topics here. And I think we're just going to jump into them. These are people with questions about laundry
For
and
sure.
hopefully we can get your take on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can I give a shout out real quick?
Can it wait till after?
What's up? I'm trying to give a shout out to a laundry machine that I used in Tokyo. It was so good. It did a great job, even though I couldn't read the instructions. It was super intuitive. Now back to you.
Well, for those listening at home that got really excited about the Spin Doctors, hold your horses. You got to tell me about this.
Okay, it was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It was narrow and tall. It was just a washer. They didn't have a dryer, but it's fine because my clothes dry real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So they had powder detergent, and I would just toss my clothes in and some clothes of my Airbnb mates,
Mm-hmm.
and we just wash them. One time, and this is funny, we actually put too many clothes in the washer. And so when we opened it up afterwards, like some of the clothes were clean and some of them still had like soap residue. So we were like, I guess we had to run these ones in the water again. So we did, and it was fine.
That's fun, but if you've listened to this show, you know one of the cardinal rules of doing your laundry is don't overload, don't underload.
So true.
So it's like fun when you're on vacation, you're having a great time, and you want to just overload a washer machine, but it could break it for the next person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Were there any cool tones? I know a lot of the international washing machines have little songs at the end of it.
Beautiful songs.
Mm-hmm.
And the toilet as well had really good songs. All of the, would you put, I don't think you would. Would you put like a washer in like plumbing category?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd call a plumber to help with your washing machine.
Yeah. All of their plumbing products had beautiful songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I just want to play this beautiful song. Fuck, sorry.
That's beautiful. Where's that from?
It's
Are you okay?
yeah. That's from Japan, ironically.
Do you want to talk about anything?
No. No.
We could move on.
Well,
We can talk, and we don't have to talk. It's whatever you need.
look, I'm not embarrassed to be emotional about this.
No,
It's just,
you should, and you shouldn't.
I think those simple kind of tones remind
Yeah.
me of a music box I had as a child.
Really?
But speaking of Tokyo, I actually have a letter that I've saved specifically for you because you recently took a trip to Tokyo. And this deals with someone else that had a trip to Tokyo that
Interesting.
influenced their laundry life. So here we go. Dear Brett, I love the show. Oh,
It's really nice.
I must say, right off the bat, I'm not a pervert. I'm also not what I would personally consider a cross-dresser. But on a recent business trip to Tokyo, I purchased a pair of used panties in a vending machine in Roppongi. Is that like a... I don't know. Under the influence of a lot of liquor and a client I was trying to make a good impression on to make an important sale. My prospective client, Takeshi, drunkenly demanded I put on a little show for him when we got back to the hotel. Naturally, I tried them on and loved the feel. I ordered several new pairs of clean women's underwear online, and I've been wearing them day to day for a few weeks now. I love it. Unfortunately, my son's recent birthday wish prohibits me from lying, which has led to some wacky situations. I can't lie, but now I need to know how to wash delicate women's garments. I'm afraid if I ask my wife or my female friends, I'll be compelled to talk about the used underwear show for Takeshi, and I can't lie. How do I clean these dang things without embarrassing myself or my family? Hopeless in Hartford.
Very good question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it really depends on, the fabric and delicate level.
Mm-hmm.
My underpants are all cotton, so I just throw them in the wash with like my jeans and t-shirts and stuff. I put the whites with the whites and colors with the colors. If it's like pale pink or pale peach, they're going with the whites.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
let's not joke around.
Shouldn't always do that, but
So anyway, but if it's something like a silk or something with lace, oh, I'm so guilty of this. Washing lacy things with the rest of your clothes, and then the lace gets all freaked up. Stuff like that, you can just wash in your sink with cold water and a bit of woolite
Mhm.
and hang dry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have many lacy things aside from the cravat that I wear for my Austin Powers costume. But there's a good quote that my mom told me about cleaning any lady's clothing or delicate men's clothing. If it's sexy, stretchy, or sheer, hang it up to dry.
I love that.
Yeah.
My mom used to say that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like my mom's thing. What do you think you should do about this lying situation?
I think just ride it out. You don't have to tell everything, and you don't have to feel guilt.
Mm-hmm. It seemed like this guy was making a lot of choices that maybe he could have avoided if he had just been on it. Like somehow he wound up doing what appears to be some sort of show that he probably wasn't too into.
To be honest, it sounds like he wants to tell. Like, it's sort of like when someone's asking for advice and they already know the answer. Like, it sounds like he's like, ooh, I don't know, I shouldn't tell them, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the vibe I was getting, which is like, if you want to tell people, then maybe. And if you want to, like, incorporate it into what you and your wife are up to, and you think she'd be down.
I mean, it sounds...
I think he can talk to his wife about it, but if he thinks that it would freak her out, tell one of his boys.
Yeah, it sounds like this situation isn't really fetish related or anything. It sounds like he's just likes the feel.
Yeah.
And I get that. But I also get that you take the side that he has a crazy story that he wants to tell. So I'm actually going to turn the tide.
Oh, my God.
back. And you got to tell us about the time you poop your pants.
Okay, so it's very interesting. It was in my first apartment in New York. And, okay, I'm just going to turn the tide.
We have another letter.
Awesome sauce.
Dear Brett, I love the show. Oh. I've made some wildly bad choices in my life, and now I am a target. I don't think I'll die if I step out the door, but I may get hurt. Let's just say the mafia is very real and still exists, and they will go out of their way to get their money, even if it seems like a friendly loan. Anyway, I need to do my laundry bad, but I don't have a machine in my building, and the closest laundromat is a 10-minute walk. I'm relying on deliveries for food right now. Should I sign up for fly cleaners? This is from Marked Manhattanite.
Wow. Yeah, I think try fly cleaners.
Yeah.
I think before doing anything, see if you can find some coupon codes, because I feel like they're always giving out coupon codes for these delivery services and seamless for clothes kind of things. There's all these new businesses. They want your business. They're going to give you a free trial. See what you can get before you spend anything.
Now, I'm not going to call you an idiot, but
Thank you.
I will say, I think this guy seems to be wound a little tight. I think he's stressed out. I think he's got a lot on his plate right now.
You mean the hit?
Whatever you want to call it. I don't live that lifestyle. But I think just what the doctor ordered right now is for him to take a 10-minute walk, go down to the laundromat, and just hear those machines go boom, 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 and hear the dryers go and just kind of smell the clean, the cleaning supplies, and just kind of feel the city around him, and just experience it, live in the moment, and not go to any cafes or anything during his wash or anything. And I think he's going to feel a lot better about this situation.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
And it's a little bit of a departure, But this guy's question reminded me of it because he was talking about illegal activity. And this is something I was thinking on the way here. A thought just popped into my head. Okay, so Brett, I understand you grew up in the suburbs, yes?
I did, yes, of New Jersey.
Yes, same. And you know how there'd be like kids in your high school that sell pot.
Uh-huh.
Where'd they get it?
That's a really good question.
Like, I remember them being like, oh, I went to my Connect, or like maybe they'd reference like going to like Western New Jersey or upstate New York.
I'd
but
hear
like, who are
Newark.
they?
That's
Sure.
I got it in Newark.
I
which
feel
seemed
like they would get it from like the inner city or from like somewhere that's like, what?
probably
Is that like a farm? What is that?
yeah, probably just somebody in college or like some like weird townie that hangs out
Yeah.
with people too young for his age group.
I wish I would have asked them more. I feel like they just alluded to like a kind of like mysterious kind of, but it's like, I'm sure you weren't going to like, like a kingpin or some sort of like sick pot farm. Who's this weird guy they were meeting up with, or girl?
I'll also say my introduction to that world was Half Baked.
Okay.
Which I also wasn't aware of the culture, the pop culture references and stuff. So I assumed that if you had to sell weed, somehow you had to like wind up at a pimp's lair or something like that.
Yeah.
So are you done?
Let me think.
Because we're talking laundry.
I think that's it.
Hey, Forever Dog listeners, it's Jonathan Braylock,
Dra Milligan,
and James III
from Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood. This year, we have seen what staying silent can do. And right now, you have an unprecedented opportunity to speak up, cast your vote, and be heard.
It's never too early to register to vote, but it might be too late before you know it.
We want to help make it easy for you to register and have a plan for November 3rd or before if early voting is an option in your state so that your country can finally reflect your values.
Yes, go to foreverdogpodcast.com/vote to register. Check on your registration often. You should do it like every day to make sure and learn how to fill out your ballot.
I don't know about every day, but listen.
Every day.
All right, still register.
Good. Am I good? All right.
Gotta make sure people care.
All right, each state is different, so make sure you're following local rules and regulations. And remember, your voice, your vote. That's foreverdogpodcast.com/vote.
Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
Yeah, but y'all better vote.
All right, go vote.
Hey everyone, we're Mike,
Scott, and Jason from Podcast The Ride. On our podcast, we discuss the world of theme parks and themed entertainment,
animatronic bears,
fake rock work, the logistics of theme park parking garages.
So please check out and subscribe to Podcast The Ride only on the Forever Dog Podcast Network.
new episodes every Friday.
Unless you listen to left-handed radio, you won't know what left-handed radio is.
Okay, cool. That was real fun though. Real fun aside. But we've got more laundry questions.
Okay, for sure.
This is the Spin Doctors. If you're
Just tuning in.
if you tuned out, if you were like doing something and then you came back to the podcast and was still playing.
Brett, do you listen to podcasts while you do laundry?
Yes,
Me too.
that's why I invented the show.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
You're really smart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like I've been a little hostile to you.
Well, I know you're going through a rough time with the music box stuff.
Yeah. But honestly, I think that it's a defense mechanism because we have done a couple of these episodes now and people come on and they're a bit hostile towards me.
Really?
They're judging.
Why?
Some people think that this isn't
Isn't what?
isn't a good idea for a
What?
podcast.
Okay, they're probably just jealous, first of all.
Uh-huh.
And second of all,
Because this is
who
a good
cares?
idea. This is
Who
a good
cares
idea.
what they think? This is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank Thank you.
Listen, I can lend it to you. I just got done reading Regis Philbin's autobiography.
Mm-hmm.
And when he started doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like all of his friends were like, okay, so people are just gonna answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, but there's also gonna be like some fun stuff, like they could like call a friend, and people would just laugh at him.
Primetime game show, it'll never work, right?
People just laughed at him, and he could have, and he almost did, he could have just called it quits then. But he went forward, and the show was a huge hit and even turned into a computer game.
That's right. And he also sold a collection of shirts and ties that were the same color.
So that could be you, but you playing. So Brett, don't be playing.
I'm not gonna play.
Good.
Wow, that's.
I'll lend you the book.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
I love Reg.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. I could tell you really know your stuff because
Yeah.
I called him Reg.
Oh, yeah.
Bad and I.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Ryan Seacrest is going to be paired with Kelly. I know. Give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a chance. Because he might turn out to be really good.
Well, I watch it every morning. He's
Yeah.
been a fill-in host. He's fine. He's not Reg, though.
I really liked Michael. I thought he was great.
Mm-hmm.
And he was great with Kelly. That's like such like an unlikely duo. But when you see it, you're like, yes.
Yeah.
So I wish they could have kept that going.
I mean, Michael's always been a real sweetheart, you know.
Very cute smile.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hurt.
I liked when they would have Jerry O'Connell host.
Oh, I like him a lot,
I feel like
too.
he brought a kinetic energy to the
Yeah.
show.
You know who I love?
Yeah.
Brecken Meyer.
From Rat Race.
Yeah.
From Road Trip.
Yeah. I don't think he would be good on that show, but I like him in other stuff.
I think he'd be a great guest on it.
Yeah. Good guest, not a good host.
What do you think Brecken Meyer's up to?
He was on Franklin and Bash, right? But that's probably over.
I
feel like he's been in a couple of things here and there.
I honestly can't get past mentioning Franklin and Bash without mentioning the tweet of our friend Ryan.
Is it Adam and Steve? More like Franklin and Bash? Is that it?
Yeah, something like that.
It's Adam and Eve, not Franklin and Bash. That's funny.
Check out Ryan Bennett.
Yeah.
He wrote that.
Well, Franklin and Bash is evergreen, so that joke is going to be huge.
This is true,
forever.
yeah. I also think that it could have been It's Adam and Eve, not Rizzoli and Isles.
Yeah.
It's Adam and Eve, not. Well, that's the only.
Yeah, those are the two.
Suits.
Just shows on that channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Adam and Eve, not Psych. I think I get the game right.
Yeah, that's good.
We have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I let this conversation stray from laundry, but I kind of feel okay about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show's really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to go get a coffee, say hi to Dewey real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. You just keep recording, and we'll be back. I don't know, play an ad or something. Do we have ads? Yeah. Dope. Man. That was great.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
Told you she was good.
So this is a first. We're actually the clothes were done, so I put them in the dryer. I don't always do a load of laundry, but I thought I would today because when in Rome. And speaking of Europe, we actually have one last letter here. This is from the United Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
And this is really exciting. I saw the postage and stuff. I was like, ooh. Dear Brett, should I do this in like an English accent?
Yes.
Okay. Dear Brett, I love the show. Oh.
It's really nice.
I'm a stinky boy and all my things smell. My bum reeks so me undies reek of me bum. Back in 2011, during the Bristol riots, the coppers should have used me farts as tear gas to disperse the crowds. And me shit is so bad that I gotta sneak up on the loo. Such a dirty, stinky boy. When I get off the tube, derelicts give me their money. And I pity any bloke who gets the nose shot of me armpitties. They smell so rotten that me deodorant took up saying the Lord's Prayer every morning. Stinky, stinky boy. Me breath smells so bad me teeth are planning a mutiny. When I last used me mobile, Siri went sentient and called the bloody poison control. I have to eat prescription strength Tic Tacs. I tried to tell the dentist and he had to give himself the gas and I didn't even make it past the bloody waiting room. When he was done, I was diagnosed with fucking breath cancer. Stinky wanker I am. Me feet have daydreams about trench warfare. The back of me ears smell like the Billingsgate fish market. Me fingers smell like a rat giving birth. I'm a stinky fucking docker. Me meat puppet is the worst offender. Me knob smells so bad that me love's idea foreplay involves antifreeze. When I try to shag her muff grows fangs. If you stuck a cucumber in me foreskin, you'd pull out a pickle. I smell like someone poured a Pizza Hut grease trap over a decaying fucking gangrene corpse at the end of a human centipede in a hot plastic bag. How do I make my clothes smell better? Nasty in Norwich.
You sounded just now so much like a fella named Owen that I went on a few dates with.
Ooh.
He was from Ireland.
Did he curse as much as
Sometimes.
Nasty in Norwich?
Not that much. Sometimes. To stink less, it sounds, well, he is, and correct me if I'm wrong, he's saying that like his body stinks from farting, and then that smell and his breath, or was he saying that his breath gets mistaken for smelling bad because of his gas?
I think his breath smells like farts.
Okay, so he's emanating gross smells, and those are getting on his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So we can talk all night and day about how to clean his clothes, but that's not gonna solve the root problem.
Mm-hmm.
So my advice would be first before anything, go to a doctor and just make sure everything's going fine.
It seems like a problem that you need to really get to at the root of, there's sweat gland problems and stuff.
Right.
Maybe some diet issues.
I was thinking to be like diet or nutrition, but before even that, I say go to a doctor because it might be some other kind of thing. And okay, so if you see the doctor and you get checked out, nothing's wrong. Nutrition.
Mm-hmm. Fruits, vegetables.
Ooh, eat less of them if you're having gas. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Less fruit, less veg, less beans. And see how you feel.
And then from there, I would say you take those dirty clothes, which are probably very bad.
Yeah.
Make sure you get a sealed, like clothes bin that you can just put them in, almost like a diaper bin, or maybe even buy a diaper bin.
Yeah.
And then use detergents or essential oils, if that's what you prefer. And if you think there's a root problem with your washer, or if the clothes are kind of getting a little moldy, all you need to do is get a cup of vinegar and throw it in there. So a favorite tip of mine.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, if you're having bad breath, this is interesting. You might not be drinking enough water.
Yeah.
It's true.
This guy seems to be getting himself in all sorts of. I was trying to keep up with the capitalization changed midway through this.
Oh.
So and
that's
it
why
was handwritten,
it got louder.
And the words were getting bigger, and they were underlining.
Interesting.
And like the words for emphasis and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was trying to keep up with it, and anybody that would do that in the written form.
Yeah. Oh, poor thing. He's really struggling. Yeah.
I think we've got a lot of letters from stressed out people.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself stressed out?
Sometimes. I have to give myself a pat on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pretty good at checking in with myself and seeing what I need.
You need to do a little self-service.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do get stressed, but it doesn't go too long until I'm like, hold up, Mayor. What are you feeling? Why are you feeling? And I might try writing it down. Sometimes that helps get it out.
And you seem pretty blissed out.
I'm blissed out, baby.
Yeah. You do a lot of painting.
I love painting.
An extraordinary amount of it. It
Yeah.
seems like you've always got some new. I mean, I've seen you were a correspondent for Seriously TV for a while, and you made those videos where you would just paint for an hour or two or three. I don't know.
Yeah, like an hour.
Be filmed.
And then they'd speed it up real fast. It was cool because, well, as you know, they just ended. They just disappeared a couple weeks ago, or a month ago, really. And I had stopped working there like 6 months before, but had been trying to do freelance stuff with them. And so I had just struck a thing with them that I could make those painting vids at home, and they'd pay me $100 each, and it's just the easiest work in the world, and all of the paintings I was going to make for them I could sell to people on top of that, so I'm getting paid twice for these paintings.
Yeah.
So I made a whole bunch for them, and then they disappeared. Now I don't have that hookup anymore. But I bet any other content website that wants views for crap will hire me to do them too. I just have to reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would say if you've got any feelings about the digital media landscape, it's time to throw it out on the clothesline.
So true.
Bumper, please. Okay. Is there anything you want to throw out on the clothesline? Air out? And you can't hear this right now because we're going to do it in post, but we're going to have like sort of a bluesy riff going under this segment. Yeah.
Something I want to air out is I'm looking forward to Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're looking forward to it.
Yes.
That's not really what the throw it on the clothesline is. This sort of things like issues you need to air out.
Oh, it's more like
look at things you're looking forward to. That's actually a segment called the lint filter that we're not going to do.
So this should be more like a bitchy, sassy, like let me.
Well, actually, no. That's a segment called Bleach Please.
Oh, okay.
Where you just kind of say bleach please to things, but we're
so this is more like something that's kind of been bothering me.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a sort of, I think maybe, I guess what Marin would do, and he would kind of dig a little deep, and he'd be able to clean out your closet a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah, which is not to be confused with light wash, dark wash, which is where you talk about the dark things in life, and we've got a lot of similar segments.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess something that's bothering me a little bit is maybe this is boring.
Mary, I hate to cut you off.
Okay.
But we've got another segment to go.
Oh, for sure.
It's called Give It a Spin.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so in Give It a Spin, what we do is I just ask it what you're spinning.
Okay.
What music do you like to listen to? And do you like to listen to music while you're doing laundry?
Yeah, I really like to listen to music during laundry, especially while I'm folding.
Mm-hmm.
What have I been listening to? Well, me and my Tokyo boyfriend, we make each other mixes. So sometimes I listen.
You fell in love in Tokyo.
I fell in love.
Yes.
So sometimes I listen to the mixes he made for me, but sometimes I don't like all the songs. So then I listen to the ones that I made for him because I like all of those songs.
Okay. What are we talking? What's on these mixes?
Oh, you know what song he put on a mix that I'm obsessed with? I listen to this song like every day. I had never really heard it, or maybe I heard it in passing previously. Wow, I love this song.
Mm-hmm.
Birdhouse in Your Soul by They Might Be Giants.
You know, I've never got into They Might Be Giants.
You know, after I heard this song, I was like, oh, I understand them now. And then I like started listening to their stuff, and I was like, I think I just like that one song.
Yeah, they seem like a band that I'd be tricked into listening to and liking.
This song is like so beautiful. It's really sweet.
Will you sing a little bit of it for us?
Yeah. Let me think. How does it go? I'm your only friend, I'm not your only friend. And then how does it? Oh, the canary in the alley by the light switch. Who's watching over you? And then how's it? And then lighthouse in your soul. Then how does it? Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Put a little light. Oh, is it birdhouse? Is it lighthouse? Put a little birdhouse in your soul. Sorry.
It's okay. If you want to hear what it sounds like, maybe just go on to Apple Music. It's called Birdhouse in Your Soul, or maybe Lighthouse in Your Soul.
Birdhouse. It's actually interesting because I was like, what is this a song? Because it's all about putting a light in your soul, and I'm there for you. So I was like, is this like a metaphor about like being there for someone you love? And then I like looked up on the Wikipedia. Actually, what's going on in this song is it's a song sang by a nightlight, a nightlight in the shape of a bird. And the bird is like pontificating on like his life, and he's talking about how he's like a new version of a lighthouse, and so he's comparing himself, a nightlight, to a lighthouse. So there's imagery of lighthouses and birdhouses going on in this song.
I see.
It's really beautiful.
No, I think that's just part of me, just being a little bit hostile, a little bit on edge. I think I had this coffee from next door.
You just have to hear the song. It'll really bliss you out.
I guess that's what I need. Or maybe more time in the laundromat. Or maybe one of those Tide Pods you got there. I don't think I haven't been looking at it. You were talking before I cut you off,
For sure.
I think, of a story that you were kind of hesitant to tell. Would you mind saying it?
Sorry, what was it?
I think it was the story about you pooping your pants.
Well, so it was in my first apartment in New York, and the apartment it was just like a block away from the Myrtle Willow Beachy. It was so close. And
that's right by Soap and Suds, I think, Myrtle Willoughby.
Forget, it was great. There was a laundromat right there, and the drop-off was incredibly cheap. I mean, sometimes I do drop-off if I'm like soups busy, but I have never found a drop-off as cheap as it was there. That I always feel bad whenever I do drop-off because it's so expensive, especially at Susan's. Sorry, I forget what we were talking about. I'm just going to give it a spin.
Thanks so much for being on the show, Mary.
Anytime.
Do you have anything you want to plug? Anything?
Not really.
Okay.
See me perform.
Check out, go to YouTube, type in Mary Houlihan. There's all sorts of fun videos, seriously TV shows, documented live shows, sketches, skits and bits.
Yeah. Look me up. Come see me do a little show. We're going to have a blast.
Thanks so much, Mary.
Thank you.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Forever Dog. This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm. For more podcasts, please visit foreverdogproductions.com.
Your mental firewall has just been breached by Left-Handed Radio.